for those of you who are new to my YouTube channel, I'm Camille Selhorst, and this is Studio Time with me, which is all about finding the beauty in every brushstroke and the beauty in every moment. And it's really just a chance for us to get to know each other a little better, for me to share some of my studio practices and insights, and hopefully for us to start a dialogue about what our studio practices are, what we're learning, and sort of like the deeper side to like what's happening behind the paintings, and what's happening on an internal level as we create work and sell it in the marketplace and do all of that beautiful jazz. So today I actually want to talk about a topic that's very close to my heart and something that's been kind of showing up in my field a lot lately, and that is the topic of pricing artwork. And the only thing I really want to talk about, and my basic premise for this whole conversation, is that there is no right price for your artwork. There is no right price for your artwork, which means that essentially there's no limit to what you can charge. I've charged a lot of different prices for my work. I've raised my price several times in the course of my artistic career, and I've worked a lot on my core beliefs and identity around money and pricing and my self-worth. And through all of that, what I've really realized is that price is very deeply connected to our self-worth, and we all have a different desire for what we want to make from our artwork. All of it is completely okay. Whatever price you want is okay, and you can find buyers at any level. So a recent thing that happened in my life is I raised the prices of my artwork in order to sort of up level into a new marketplace, into a more professional gallery setting. And in order to do that, I had to raise my prices, or I chose to raise my prices. And that felt good because I had been charging a certain amount for a while, and I had sold a lot of work at that price, and it just felt right to me to go to the next level. And that felt exciting to me, and it just felt like in alignment with where I'm at in my creative career. And I experienced some backlash from that, which is, in fact, I know deep inside, just a product of my what I call wobble. So there was like 85% of me lined up with my new prices, and then 15% of me wasn't. And so I was experiencing people in my external reality questioning my prices because I wasn't lined up 100% with my new choice and the identity that goes along with that. And from that, I felt a lot of frustration because I know on a soul level, on an internal level, that we can truly charge whatever we want, and we deserve to receive all of the limitless abundance that we desire. And the truth of it is that we just have to fully line up with that and be willing and open to receiving that. Now, in this particular case, I had artwork going up in 2 galleries, and one of the galleries actually specifically told me in a meeting that I should probably lower my prices or my artwork wouldn't sell. And I had both of these galleries were in the same town, and I was like, I'm not lowering my prices. Like, this is the price that feels aligned with me. This is the price that feels good. I'm not willing to, allow these pieces to be sold for less than that, because that is what feels good to me. And they were like, well, okay, you can do that, but we don't know if anything will sell. And the other gallery didn't say anything. And I was kind of nervous, but, a week later, I sold a huge piece at the price point that I that I wanted to sell my work at. And I sold some other pieces as well after that. And it was just an affirmation for me that this, in fact, is true, that as long as we find the right market and open up to receiving in the most aligned way, we can charge really what we want. And it's going to be different for everyone. So some people might feel good with this much, and some people might only feel good with this much. And it really doesn't matter, because our artwork and we are worth infinite amounts. There's no actual value that we can place on these creations and on our life and on ourselves and what we do. And so it really is just whatever feels right to us. And if we line up with that, it will come to be. So I just wanted to share that message with all of you, because it was a really beautiful, exciting moment for me, just kind of like questioning whether or not I deserved this and whether I was worthy of asking for what I really wanted. And it was possible for me, so I know it's possible for you, because I'm no extraordinary human. I'm just the same as everyone else, and I truly believe that we all deserve to receive whatever we would feel aligned and good for us in our creative careers. And so I wanted to just pass along my experience of that and encourage you all to value yourselves, value your work, and know that aligning and being really strong in yourself and what you know you deserve, it will lead to really positive outcomes. And there's just a couple more things I want to say about it. So first, I want to say that my experience with the gallery that told me that I was charging too much and that I should lower my price, I want to say that is no one's fault. And I don't put any blame on anyone for that. What I experienced through that is that it was a representation, an external representation of my own internal fear, and I take full responsibility for that. And that would have shown up somewhere else if it hadn't shown up there. It was just a way of, letting me know that was still active in my vibration, in my experience of reality. So that's first. And then I also just wanted to say, if you were feeling a little bit concerned with your prices, charging for your artwork, raising your prices, I just want to say, I totally get that. There were many, many years in my art practice where I didn't charge anyone at all. And it's been a slow build, and I've done a lot of internal work, and it's for some people, it'll be really easy to charge a lot of money for your art, and for others, it just will be more challenging. And it's just a practice of knowing that you're worthy, and just seeing the value in what you do. And so that's what I wanted to say, is that what we do as artists is incredibly valuable, and although not everyone values it, it truly is it brings so much to the table. I worked for a gallery for a while, and I sold lithographs and etchings and things like that by famous artists like Matisse and Picasso. And I remember one of the quotes I read somewhere from Matisse talked about how he would put his artwork in the home of his friends and a family that were sick, or people that he knew who were sick, because he believed that it helped them get better. And truly, all of the artwork that we create is so powerful. It carries inside of it an incredible vibration to inspire people, to uplift people, to bring them into a different experience of the world, to help them see the beauty that is all around them that maybe they miss because they don't have that natural eye. And all of that is so incredibly valuable. So that's one thing that you are bringing to the table, and that's worth being paid for. And also another thing I wanted to say is, if you're worried about people, purchasing your work because you're just starting out, remember that you're only going to grow as an artist, and you're only going to raise your prices. Most people don't lower their prices over time. It's just going to get more expensive. And so you're really doing people a favor by allowing them to be one of the first to purchase your work and be one of the people in the beginning of your career to support you, because you're only going to get better and you're only going to get more popular and you're only going to be more successful. So those are just some perspectives to have, and just know that this is, if you want to charge for your work, you absolutely deserve to do so. Okay, and one more thing that I learned from working for a gallery that sold art by incredibly famous people is that essentially people's taste is so random. So I would put up, a Matisse, a Picasso, a Chagall, another Picasso, and one person would walk through the corridor and fall in love with the Matisse. They would be like, oh my God, it's so incredible. And then 2 people later, nothing. They wouldn't even notice it. And they'd be like, oh no, it's the Picasso. It's like incredible. Or someone would walk through and be like, oh no, I only purchase, original paintings by emerging artists. And I don't like lithographs. I don't like etchings. That's not what I do. So I just tell you that because having that experience time and time again, selling work by these incredibly renowned, famous, artists that will be in the history of art for essentially ever, it allowed me to see how arbitrary the decision is, how everyone's taste is so incredibly different, and really, truly, there are going to be people who love your work and there are going to be people who don't love your work, and it has nothing to say about the importance of your work and how beautiful and wonderful and incredible it actually is. So the more that you can just sit in the knowing of how important your artwork is and not look to other people to validate it, it will really truly allow you to have more flexibility and to go forth with your dreams and make it happen. So I hope this video helped you. If it did, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. If you feel called, I would love for you to comment and just tell me what your experience of this was and what you've experienced in your own life with your pricing and things like that. This is just a conversation that I really want to be having. So I really hope this helped, and have a beautiful day.